Gentlemen.
All right, we are set for this championship bout as Victor Baby Zaleta moving up to 118 pounds. Al, he is undefeated in his last 4 fights, going 3-0-1 since his last loss in a WBO Super Flyweight World Title Challenge against Omar Narvaez back in February 2011, making his American debut.
Yeah, and you know, not only is he moving up from 115 to 118, but taking on a terrific young champion in Leo Santa Cruz. It is a lot to bite off in this kind of match. He is a good technical fighter, but the question is, can he deal with the onslaught of Santa Cruz?
That draw came in his last fight in June in Guadalajara, Mexico against Juan Jose Montes, and there is a look at possibly, well, right now maybe the best fan-friendly fighter in the sport, Paulie, Leo Santa Cruz, who put on a clinic, sending Eric Morel, a former champion, the 96 Olympian, into retirement in his first title defense.
Yes, he did. Leo was very impressive in his last fight, and fan-friendly is a great way to describe this guy. He comes out, he's all business, no frills. Just comes out and throws punches. Many rounds he throws over 100 punches in those rounds, so he's a busy guy. He looks to grind you down. It'll be interesting tonight because he can make a case to try to get the winner of the main event, and if he can win and look impressively tonight over Zaleta, you know, a lot of people would take his side with that.
His IBF Bantamweight Championship on the line here tonight as we go to the tail of the tape for this title tilt.
For these young men, the numbers very, very strikingly similar, and in fact, they will both be looking to fight from the outside. They're both about the same height. They've both referenced that, and they'll be poking away at each other from a distance.
All right, let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official introductions.
From Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, at this time, we present our next special attraction, brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions and Showtime. We are sponsored by Corona, La Cerveza Más Fina, and AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. This bout is sanctioned by the IBF, President Daryl Peoples, Supervisor in Attendance Aaron Kaiser. Introducing to you our 3 judges scoring from ringside. From Beverly Hills, California, Gwen Adair. From Bakersfield, California, Abe Ballardo. And from Kent, Washington, Glenn Hamada. And introducing to you our 3rd man in the ring, our referee in charge is Ray Corona. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing purple trunks with white and gold trim, fighting out of Chihuahua, Mexico. He weighed in at a ready 117 pounds. His record stands at 20 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He is making his 2nd attempt at a world title. Please welcome the challenger and IBF number 9 ranked junior bantamweight, introducing Victor Nene Zaleta. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing white trunks with gold trim, fighting out of Rosemead, California by way of Huetamo, Michoacan, Mexico. His weight 117.5 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 21 wins, no losses, 1 draw, and 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is making the 2nd defense of his title. Here is the undefeated IBF Bantamweight Champion of the World, introducing Leo Terremoto Santa Cruz. Once again, a referee in charge. Now to give instructions, Ray Corona.
Mira, aquí está bien, ¿ah? Escúchame, touch gloves, God bless. Mouthpiece, 1.
So we are set for 12 rounds or less for the IBF Bantamweight Championship. The champion, Leo Santa Cruz, making the 2nd defense of his title. He won the vacant title against Vusi Malinga. And then defended it successfully against Eric Morel. Victor Zaleta moving up to 118 pounds. Looking to cop the championship, and one has to wonder if his size is going to be a difference here, Paulie, because in his last fight, Zaleta weighed only 113 pounds.
Yeah, you know, anytime you step up, it's always a question if the size will affect you. And in this case, it's especially a question because Leo Santa Cruz is a physical guy. He's a guy who throws a lot of punches, so I'll be curious to see how Zaleta deals with that.
Santa Cruz with 3 first-round knockouts. Zaleta has 1 first-round KO on his resume.
When Zaleta fought Omar Narvaez in his other title match, he didn't have enough time to prepare. He said this was a good 4-week training camp, not a huge training camp, but enough time, he said, to get himself prepared. We'll see. There's Santa Cruz going to the body. He is one of the best body punchers in the sport.
Santa Cruz in the white with gold trim. Zaleta in the purple with white, and Zaleta finds himself pinned along the ropes. Santa Cruz, known as a volume puncher, unloading, but Zaleta fighting off the ropes well, getting through the guard. Back to the center of the ring.
Zaleta needs to punch first, not let Santa Cruz. There's the uppercut. That's the best punch Zaleta has, and Santa Cruz admitted, I can be hit with that punch. And he said that it's a good punch for Victor.
Well, one of the rare flaws Santa Cruz has is he attacks you a little bit squared. So on the inside, when you're squared up like that, the uppercut can get through.
Just past the midway point of the opening round. Plenty of action here as Santa Cruz tags Zaleta with a shot to the head, and referee Ray Corona warning Santa Cruz, making sure that he knows to keep those punches above the belt line. Has Zaleta in the corner along the ropes and going to work on the body, and we saw him masterfully work the left hook to the body against Morel. In fact, this is the 500th anniversary of Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. Morel's body was the canvas, and for Santa Cruz, that left hand was his paintbrush.
Thank you for that historical reference. We appreciate that.
Well, 2 or 3 people here Italian, I thought I might share some knowledge.
I would be one of them, right? Okay. This has been a great first round. Fun to watch, as all Santa Cruz rounds are. But Zaleta has done a terrific job on the inside as well. There you see him going to the body and using that uppercut.
Final 30 seconds. Zaleta stayed very busy. Back and forth they go. Santa Cruz again with Zaleta along the ropes. Uppercut of his own.
Keep him up, keep him up.
Straight right hand finds its mark by Santa Cruz, but Zaleta again working the inside. Final 6 seconds of an action-packed opening round. When it involves Leo Santa Cruz, what else is new?
Wow.
And give marks to Zaleta for staying in there.
We'll look at our keys to victory. And for Leo Santa Cruz, a typical early Santa Cruz onslaught could convince Zaleta he's in deep water. I don't know if that happened in round 1. Combination punching is always the strong suit of Santa Cruz. He's shown it. His body attack is one of the best in all of boxing, and we're going to look for it to continue tonight as it was there in round 1. For Zaleta, he needs to be, in my opinion, first with his punches. He did that some of the time. He paused with his jab. He's got to throw that to land and to disrupt Santa Cruz's rhythm. And he's got a very good uppercut. We saw it in round 1, and it landed. And as I said, even Santa Cruz admits, I can be hit with that punch.
We are set for round 2 in this IBF Bantamweight Championship. Zaleta started boxing at the age of 12, 87 fights as an amateur with a record of 74-13. Again, working the uppercut on Santa Cruz.
You know, 2 of the wins he has gotten, Zaleta, since the Narvaez loss were split decisions. And you might look at that and say, a guy moving up in weight, could he do it? Right now, he is acquitting himself very well, but took a big left hook from Santa Cruz. That may have hurt him.
seems like Santa Cruz has made a conscious effort to step up the pace here, step up the pressure, and see how Zaleta deals with it.
And looking at the power punches from the opening round, a difference of just 6. The advantage for Santa Cruz, so a very competitive first 3 minutes, but Santa Cruz putting the pedal to the metal here in round 2. And that left hook, the left hook to the body, and then one upstairs catches Zaleta flush.
Yeah, he's starting to find a home for that left hook. The thing Zaleta has to be careful with here is the same mistake Morel made against Santa Cruz, is once you get involved with a fight at this pace with Santa Cruz, it's going to remain at this pace. So you better be ready to either slow things down, or you wind up at a pace where you're not comfortable with.
Straight right hand through the guard by Santa Cruz, known as a volume puncher, and unlike most volume punchers, extraordinarily accurate. Paulie, in talking about the Morel fight, he landed 54.4% of his total punches, 65.5% of his power shots, seeming to do the same thing here, but Zaleta now trying to fight back, but it's Santa Cruz that is landing the more accurate and, dare I say, more powerful punches.
Zaleta has to try to get off the ropes. He doesn't want to stay on the ropes and lay there. You know, oh, good shots. You know, the way you deal with a guy who throws this kind of volume, if you don't have the power to hold him off, is you have to constantly change range. Either you feint and step in, you feint, step out, you punch. You have to change range with a guy like Santa Cruz. If he's not in his punching range, he can't get off.
And the jab of Zaleta has not been used as a way to disrupt Santa Cruz. He's just laid on the inside with him. And, you know, for all the good offense that Santa Cruz has, he's got pretty good defense too. His last 3 opponents have only landed 18.6% of their punches, so he can block punches as well.
Is that according to CompuBox?
Yeah, yes it is.
15 seconds left in the second round. Zaleta trying to work the body, going upstairs, blocked nicely by Santa Cruz with the peekaboo guard. Final 5 seconds of what has been another entertaining round between Santa Cruz and Zaleta. And as we go into the corners, Felix De Jesus will provide the translation.